Hello, Vibe Tribe. Let's see what the current situation is that Spirit wishes to talk about and advise on today. Show us the current situation for our friends here. The Queen of Swords is coming out in the reverse. Show us the current situation that you wish to speak about the vibration. This is a 3D. This is what's happening in your 3D world. Nine of Cups in the upright. In your reality that is happening in and around you in the physical world. And we pull this so that we can see what situation Spirit wants to talk about, but then we're going to go straight into the 5D to shift the vibration and fix this, because we don't want to stay stuck and focused on what's going on outside, especially if it's showing up as a problem. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Hangman. So with the Queen of Swords, this could be one of two things, and we're going to get clarification, but it could be a person in and around you who is in their more dysfunctional Queen of Swords state, meaning they're using their words against you, or they may be really good at words, usually a Queen of Swords is, but they can use that in a manipulative way to guilt you. This could also mean this is representing you, and we're going to find out, but representing you, and that you may be too clouded by emotions right now, like to think clearly, not really thinking clearly. Then you have the Nine of Cups, which is, indulging in life, like feeling really good about things and enjoying life's pleasures, good company, food, like you're really living it up. Like this is a card of living it up. Then you have the Hangman in the reverse, which, this came out yesterday, and that is to maybe you're kind of not seeing, Spirit's trying to help you see something in a new perspective, but maybe you're in a feeling of, I've had to sacrifice, this is a low vibe here. I've had to sacrifice so much, and I've had to give up so much, and I've been waiting for so long, and I'm just really tired of waiting, and I want it all, and this just isn't working. So that's just first glance. Now, let's get some clarification on the Queen of Swords in the reverse, please. Please clarify the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I have a cat that is in play mode right now, so I'm doing my best. She knocks everything off. And maybe she'll be still. Okay. Spirit, please let us know the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Give us a clarification card, please. Queen of the Lovers in the reverse. Oh, someone's all in their feelings about something that didn't work out. And it feels like romantically, this feels like. But I think that you're not seeing clearly. You're not really. You're just too in you're too in the pain of it, or you're too into something to see this clearly. So, Nine of Cups in the upright, Nine of Cups in the upright, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So, usually that talks about, this is not worth your investment anymore. Like this is a goal maybe that you had, and it's this cat. Okay, cat is in timeout, so I can focus. With the Nine of Cups, you have this something that you've been dreaming about or had a goal or really working towards, is you're seeing that it's just not worth the investment anymore. But I'm kind of confused with this feeling of and it may be that you're throwing yourself, trying to fake it till you make it a little bit to distract yourself. You may be distracting yourself with indulging in, things that feel good in the physical and things that can, make you stop thinking about this thing that you know is not worth your investment anymore, but you're just still kind of holding on to. You're in a little bit of denial. That's how it feels. You're in a little bit of denial about the situation. So the Hangman in the reverse, please give us clarification on that, please. I just heard, and I don't use the word knickers. We say panties here, but I just heard, don't get your knickers in a knot. We say, in Southern America, we say don't get your panties in a wad, but I just heard don't get your knickers in a knot when I looked at this hangman. Hold on, that one fell out. I'm not taking it. The hangman in the reverse, please. Please clarify the hangman in the reverse. Clarify the hangman in the reverse. It's like Spirit saying, I know. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But we need you to see the different perspective. We know you're in resistance about this, and we know you're in denial about this, and we know that you're running from it a little bit by throwing yourself into, like, food and alcohol and just maybe spending money. I don't know what you're doing, but it's a very big indulgent card here. It's like almost a defiant energy to it, like, well, I'll show you. Well, I'll just live it up over here. So to clarify the hangman in the reverse, you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. The 7 of Cups can talk about choices and daydreaming and which is all good. But this being in the reverse is like an overwhelming feeling. Like, I just don't know there's too many choices, or I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of choices or directions. I don't have a direction. I want a direction. I'm just really thrown off by what is happening because my judgment is clouded. Or some of you do have a female in your life that is not thinking clearly. And if they were out of their emotional state, they would see that what's happening here is for the best. And this could be someone that you were in a relationship with, and now the Lovers is in reverse. There is no union here, but she just can't see it because she's too in her ego. She's too in, her ego's got her emotions all stirred up in maybe victimhood mode. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but she can't see it. And from where you are that it's not worth the investment anymore. Like, that it's not worth investing your time and energy in it. And to cope with because maybe you thought that was where you were headed or what direction you were going, and now you're not, and now you're just kind of floating loosely, not knowing what to think about or what to dream about or and you're kind of like in a little bit of escapism a little bit, trying to, just throw yourself into things that feel good. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, just relax, okay? Just relax. You don't have to go full gung-ho into escaping what's going on here, or, don't overdo it. Everything in moderation. Just remember that. And it's okay. Like, just stop for a second, okay? Just stop and relax and recenter. And there's, overwhelm is a low vibe. Feeling, this Hangman in reverse can talk about your feel. This person, if this is another person for you, is feeling like a victim, and so are you here with this Hangman. It's like, well, I gave so much and sacrificed so much and have waited and waited and waited, and I thought this might be it, and then it wasn't. And it's like, what about me over here? I'm suffering in my own way. It's like, don't get your knickers in a knot. That's Spirit wants you to see the big picture here. And I think a lot of the big picture is it wasn't worth your time and energy. And to not get overwhelmed with the choices. There may be a lot of choices in front of you, a lot of things you could pick from. And it's like, I don't know which one. I don't know what to do. Just to drop the vibration of overwhelm. So we're going to see what the outcome of this for you will be if you do not change, if you stay in your current vibration right now, because it's not top notch. I can tell you that, because it's feeling overwhelmed. It's feeling like I just want to not think about this. It's feeling like, how could this happen to me again? And I'm not, being taken care of by Spirit, and I'm not being looked after. And if, you're in a Queen of Swords yourself, it's like you're just kind of blinded by your emotional state and by your ego and by all the feelings of, this isn't right, or this isn't the way it's supposed to be. Like, you may be blinded by that yourself. So that's current vibration, okay? And that's a lower vibration. That's not at relief, and it's definitely not exciting and fun and fulfilling. So let's see. Path A, what is the outcome of Path A if they change nothing, if they keep thinking what they're thinking, doing what they're doing, focusing on what they're focusing on, which is not that great. You do get a Six of Swords in the upright. That is moving on. You will move forward, even with this. This is scary, though. Like, if you move forward in this vibration, there's a very big likelihood that you're going to just row your little boat right into a similar circumstance that will match the vibration you're in. So careful. Okay, so it looks like you are, pointing forward. You are moving forward. You got a Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is screaming codependency to me. Insecurity, like poor foundation, instability, insecurity. It's going to produce more of the same. Give me one more clarification card in the outcome, please. You're going to lose some. There's loss here, too, as in you may lose money. Just throwing money away or being, like, reckless with money. All right, we want to straighten this vibration out, but let's look at one last card on Path A. If you keep going the way you are going, and you have a Knight of Wands in the reverse, yes, you're going to act out of your emotions. You're going to be taking actions left and right, like your ego, that flying monkey in your head is telling you, here's what you do next, and you're just doing it. It is taking you off and down a crazy path, and you're just doing it because it's in control. You're not thinking clearly. You're too in the emotion of it still. So yes, you will move forward, and you will move into another situation, but it's going to be very similar to the one that you just realized wasn't worth your investment. It's going to probably just be in this cycle or loop. You're going to keep playing this out, just with a different person playing the role for you. Or this may not be a person or a relationship, this may be an idea for you that didn't work out. But you're going to keep playing it over and over and over. If you hold this vibration, you are moving toward a similar situation. Now, if You change your vibration, which means, what does that mean? If you see what Spirit's trying to show you, the higher perspective, if you do things in moderation, you kind of slow your roll for a second, stop overindulging in whatever you're overindulging in, whatever you're doing too much of to escape this thing. Stop. And I'm not saying stop doing it altogether. I'm just saying put it in moderation. See what Spirit's trying to show you. Stop thinking whatever thoughts you're thinking that's creating this overwhelm around choices. Like, there's too many choices. I don't know what to do. Just stop. And have the mantra, I know exactly what to do. The right choice presents itself to me, and I do that. I have, the right choice is the only choice. And it's so bright and so full and so in front of me that I can't miss it. So start thinking along those lines, not, there's so many options, it's like a needle in a haystack, I'll never be able to figure out which one. You're not figuring out anything. You know which one it is. That's your mentality. I know which one it is. I know what to do. And I can see this perspective that Spirit's trying to show me, that I'm holding myself in these situations by not thinking clearly, acting out of that space of clouded judgment, feeling like I'm done with I'm mad at the universe. The only thing you have to be mad at is following that flying monkey, not releasing yourself from that fear voice. That's it. Like, that's what keeps you stuck in this cycle and keeps you repeating it, is listening to that voice in your head. Okay, so you can just, if you want to, I made a video just this morning about going into what I call a smile time session and being able to get that flying monkey to drop you so that it's not carrying you off into a repeat situation. So you can drop out, correct your vibration, and then start knowing things and creating things and playing with things and focusing on things that you want to experience instead of running and being overwhelmed and feeling like a victim of the universe. And that's what has to drop away. Okay, so if you do that, if you shift your vibration, here's path B, here's the potential outcome. If you raise your vibration, a Page of Wands. Now this is feeling, like fresh and young, and there's good news and there's better communication, and you've got this fiery wand in your hand, and you're ready to learn something, and you're ready to do something, and you're ready to explore and create, and you get excited about creating. Okay, you get excited about not focusing on what didn't work and what doesn't work and who doesn't work and all the ways that made you feel. You divorce that, and you get that flying monkey to let go of you, which is the fear voice. You relax and it drops you, and then you're able to go walk through the 5D door and start exploring. And here you are as the Page of Wands, exploring that world. Okay, well, I'm not going to focus on what didn't work anymore. I'm going to create in my inner kingdom of heaven what I want to experience. And I'm going to experience that every day during my smile time. I'm going to sit in my chair, and I'm going to sit, and I'm going to act as if, like I'm going to see myself as if that's there. And it is there. It exists there in your 5D. Don't doubt it. It's already there. As soon as you think it, it's there. If you don't like what you just thought, throw it out. It's that easy. Like, whatever you think, it's there, it's happening, and it can create emotions for you of, like, excitement and joy and enthusiasm and, oh my God, I'm so excited that this is finally happening. This is everything I've ever wanted, and this is perfect for me, and I love this, and I love how it makes me feel. And then if the next day you want to play with a different vision, maybe, you can do that. It doesn't matter. It's the feeling that the vision gives you that you want to keep consistent. And normally it is consistent because you're wanting to produce a smile on your face and happiness and excitement, and you're playing and you're joyful, and that's what shifts the 3D. But don't worry about that, okay? Give me 2 more cards on path B. What is their outcome if they shift their vibration to the highest possible level by doing what I just told them to do and to come away from and to divorce? A 7 is, oh man, yes, 7 of Swords in the reverse. No more, oh gosh, you shift out of getting tangled up with dishonest people or lying to yourself, or, yeah, it's, and I know you think, oh, that contradicts itself, because when you're playing in the 3D, aren't you lying to yourself? No, not if you believe that the 5D is just as real. If I want you to actually get to the point where you know it's more real than the 3D, because the 3D is the reflection of the 5D. So, and I want you to know you're not lying to yourself. This exists in the 5D, in the inner kingdom. It exists there. In my kingdom of heaven, which is within me, which I'm seeking first, which I put first before the 3D. I don't react to anything in the 3D because I know it's just reflecting my past vibration, and it's just doing what it does. And I know that that's going to start reflecting something different, because I'm really spending a lot of time in my 5D, and I'm not lying to myself anymore by saying this will always be awful and horrible and I'll never get better. That's lying to yourself. You're telling yourself the truth when you're in there seeing the truest, highest, fullest potential. You're now standing in the truth of you. That is the truth. Give me 1 more card on path B. What else will happen in path B if they do what your spirit is suggesting? A 3 of Wands, manifesting, seeing it. You're really going for it. It's like, now I'm taking, I started playing in the 5D, I left the 3D behind, and I didn't recreate the same situation and pattern. I really made this my priority instead of just letting, looking on the outside of me for another one to jump right into from this unclear, cloudy, emotional state I was in. I didn't do that. I let that go, and I said, this is my priority. This is my priority, going into my 5D every day and creating what I want so I can step into that. And so you started playing with that, and you just had like maybe one little idea, and then it started to expand, and that's what happens when you visit that place. It starts to expand, and more, it fills in more and more things you enjoy, and you see more parts of it, and you see more of your true self, and you get to know yourself and what you like and what you don't. And here's the 3 of Wands. You see it coming. You see what you've been working on. You see that coming towards you. Okay? And it may be that you see it in the 5D. You're looking through those binoculars in the 5D. But you've been doing the work. Look at those wands in her hand, 3 of those. Like really doing a lot of playing and creating and imagining, and here it comes. She can see it, he can see it, whatever. It's coming. And see that water behind this person? That's behind you. That's behind all that lost in the emotion ocean. All that lost in emotion is behind you. Action, adventure, luck. And you will start taking actions. You'll start walking towards. But see, right now, you're nowhere near action mode. You're nowhere near taking action towards anything. Because if you do this 6 of Swords and move forward towards something right now in the vibration that you're in, you're going to repeat a pattern. And it's going to be the same shit, different day. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but it is. It's going to be the same. That's just the best word that fits that. It's going to be the same thing, just a different person playing that role, or a different situation, or a different idea. Whatever, it's going to repeat. You don't want to repeat it. So what I want you to get is, right now where you are in the vibration that you're currently in, do not take any action other than getting in that dream time chair and having a smile time session, which all that means is close your eyes. First you're going to have to break free from the fear voice to go to the 5D, because it's going to keep wanting to pull you into the 3D, keep wanting to show you that physical reality and what it is, and trying to make you figure things out from that space. So you'll first have to break that resistance so that you can relax enough to believe that you can walk into the 5D and start imagining and creating. And then you'll have to do the things that I also said, dial it back down to moderation on something. This could be food, this could be alcohol, this could be sex. I don't know what it is, but something's over the top here, and you're using it, some part of you is using it as an escape, okay? Or for some of you it's a defiance, like I'll show you. That's just the truth, okay? So do all those things to shift your vibration. Stop overindulging. Stop feeling like a victim of the universe. Stop being overwhelmed by choices and trying to figure it out in the 3D. Okay? Don't take action. The only action I want you to take is first, get in that dream chair. Do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times during the day. I don't care. As many as it needs. That depends on how fast you want to move out of this vibration. Sit. At first, like I said, your work is going to be getting out of the resistance. Because the 3D monkey brain, mind, flying monkey, fear voice, ego voice, it has you. And it's ruling your thoughts and your emotions right now. It has creative power. So at first you have to break free from that. And like I said, there's a video that I just made today about getting started. Smile time session, getting started, how to get started, something like that. So listen to that. Sit down in your chair. You're going to change this inside you first. If you try to change it on the outside of you, you're just going to repeat a pattern. You have to change this on the inside of you, because this is a result of your vibration. Okay? So you're going to go within, and you're going to stop deceiving yourself, and you're going to get away from that deceptive fear voice, and you're going to start dreaming and playing and imagining and just losing yourself in the creation of this amazing experience that doesn't result in the way that this last one did, or that last idea ended up, or something that wasn't even worth your investment of time and energy, and you knew it and you realized that, and you've walked away from it, but you're about to step into another one unless you change your vibe. Okay, Spirit's final advice, please. Spirit's final advice. You can do this. You can do this. I know that a lot of times on readings like this, I get kind of fussy and bossy, and my tone of voice is very, a little bit of aggressive. But I don't do that because I'm angry at you. I do that because I know how important it is to shift this. Because look at, oh my God, Spirit's final advice: 10 of Pentacles. They're wanting you to see yourself in your 10 of Pentacles, in your ultimate white picket fence happiness, in your, there it is. Maybe if you're manifesting a relationship, a love relationship, maybe you don't know what that person looks like. It doesn't matter. Use whatever image. You can use a different image of that person every day. It doesn't matter. This is an unlimited space you're playing with. Y'all could live in a different part of the world or a different house every day, a different partner. Like, I don't care what it is. It's not about the visual itself. It's about how the feeling of completion and the feeling of satisfaction and happiness. That's the purpose. But then I think as you get to play with it more, you'll see visuals return. Visuals that you really liked those, and others that they were okay. And this is how you get to know what you actually want. you're playing in this world, and you can play with as many possibilities and potential outcomes as you possibly can, and you get to know yourself and what you actually like and prefer. And then you start focusing on, a certain visual more and more and more. But at first, don't make this hard and stressful. Don't feel like you have to know all of it and see all of it just super clear. It won't work. No, this isn't about stress. This is about making yourself smile inside and outside and feeling good. That's all it is. You're playing, okay? So Spirit wants you to focus on your 10 of Pentacles. It wants you to see your ultimate life, either with this person, with this business, with this idea, with this whatever it is that you're in danger of repeating a pattern over. It wants you to start focusing on the ultimate outcome only, and do not waver. Don't look back. I don't care what the 3D still looks like. I don't care. And you shouldn't either. Like the 3D I don't know how long it'll take to catch up to the reflection that's going on the inside, but it will. Like that's just the law of attraction. So what is, Spirit give us the spiritual key. That was their advice, and here is the key. The Page of Pentacles. Again, this is a feeling of newness, of youth, of full of energy, and holding an opportunity in your hands. So let me sit with this just to see what the spiritual key here they're trying to talk to you about. This is an open mind or an open heart and a curious mind, and you've been given, I really just think this is a skill, a gift, something, either a gift. I want you to, in your smile time, dream time, whatever you want to call it, I want you to know that you've been given this little golden nugget, and that this is going to start to bloom. This is good news. Like you have been given the key. This is the key. And that's it. That's it. The spiritual, this card is talking about itself. Like I wanted the spiritual key, and they're saying this is the spiritual key. What I just told you is the spiritual key. The whole reading. And it's been given to you. It's in your hands. And for you to remember it. So if you need to come back to this video each day as often as possible as you're moving out of this space, to just see how far, how well you're doing, how maybe you forgot, oh yeah, I was supposed to stop overindulging in that, but I didn't. So, okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Or, oh yeah, I'm still kind of getting overwhelmed in all this sea of choices, or I don't know, I could go in all kinds of directions. I just don't really, and oh yeah, I was supposed to stop doing that. Oh, I'm still kind of feeling like the victim of the universe and waiting, and I've got my knickers in a knot. I'm still doing that. And I'm still mad about this, and I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be going into my path B and being excited and youthful and going into my 5D reality and playing and creating a 10 of Pentacles for myself. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And you will do it. And you will not repeat this cycle again. You're going to start to see those things coming toward you. You're going to start to see the reflection. I feel pretty quickly. I think you're going to see the 3D start to reflect what you're doing in your 5D dream time, smile time. You're going to see that 10 of Pentacles that you've been living in and creating start to show up on the horizon of your 3D pretty quickly. But again, don't worry about that, because that's not, that's a side effect. That's secondary. The main goal is that you feel better and you break these old patterns that you get into from listening to the ego and the fear voice. That is it for today. I hope that helped. See you on the next one. Hey, don't forget to go into the community tab. If you need help staying focused and you just need helpful things that you can do during the day, I am in there and I'm posting, the good yoga that you can do and exercises you can do and reminding you of things. And I'm really excited to build this Vibe Tribe community, and I also have retreats coming up. So there'll be all about that in there. And anyway, we'll see you on the next one.